What is going on, my Houston Texans family? We have a lot to talk about when it comes to this new Houston Texan offensive line. Because it's new, it's brand new. A new offensive coordinator in Nick Caley coming from the Los Angeles Rams. A new offensive line coach in Cole Popovich. The Texans also gave him run game coordinator. You have two new rookie wide receivers, Jaden Higgins, Jalen Noel. A new veteran wide receiver in Christian Kirk. A new veteran running back in Nick Chubb. There is a lot of excitement around this offense. When I look at the leaders, of course, franchise quarterback C.J. Stroud stands out. Of course, Joe Mixon stands out. He was a captain last year. Nico Collins. But what about the offensive line? Is there going to be a leader from that unit? I say yes. Not only do I think this guy is going to be a leader of the offensive line, I think he is going to be one of the captains of the entire team, and that is Titus Howard. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I think Titus Howard has completely changed. And not that he was bad, but what I mean is when you talk about the swarm mentality, you are seeing it more with Titus Howard than ever before. I'm going to tell you what I mean. My name is Ruben Calavillo. This is the 713 Houston Sportcast, where I drop daily Houston Texans content. Please make sure you guys are following me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok for the latest Houston Texans news, rumors, and updates. I have an article here from Aaron Wilson, who does a fantastic job covering the Houston Texans. Before you make a conclusion about Titus Howard, read what Aaron Wilson has to say. Titus Howard broke the huddle and took a different path to the line of scrimmage, stepping to his right and getting into his blocking stance. Instead of lining up where he has in the past, left guard, right tackle, left tackle, the Texans' versatile offensive lineman shifted to his new position, right guard, is where the Texans' former first-round draft pick and veteran starter now piles his trade as a blocker, protecting star quarterback C.J. Stroud and opening holes for running backs Joe Mixon and Nick Chubb. Having primarily played left guard and right tackle in the past with a stint at left tackle as well, Howard playing an entirely different position is just part of the major changes instituted for an overhauled offensive line. Yes, guys, Titus Howard, even though out of Alabama State, he was drafted to be the potential left tackle for the Houston Texans, we've seen him move all over. Continuing with the article. The real test for an offensive lineman is in live game reps, but so far, Howard looks and feels comfortable as the Texans' new starting right guard. It was a position of instability last season as Shaq Mason plays regressed and he was released, and former second-round pick Juice Scruggs didn't solidify the spot. I love it, man, Howard told KPRC Local 2 as the Texans wrap up their offseason schedule with a full team minicamp. Getting these reps in, probably the first time I got a chance to get this many reps in at guard before the season started. So I'm doing the best I can do to get the technique down, and the coaches have been doing a tremendous job helping me with that. With the latest move, Howard is displaying his positional flexibility again. He's played left guard, right tackle, left tackle, and now right guard. He has played every spot but center. Could he do it? If I had to, he said, the more you can do. I'm a guy who can play every spot on the offensive line. I could play at a high level at every spot. I just got to keep working and continue to get better. I feel like this year is going to be my biggest year. Guys, it's not... Y'all heard me bitching and complaining about the Laramie Tunsil trade, but after reading this, after seeing the entire offense at OTAs, at minicamp, I'm bought in. I'm bought in on this new culture that head coach D'Amico Ryans, general manager Nick Caserio, offensive coordinator Nick Caley, defensive coordinator Matt Burke are preaching. We before me. Maybe that's the approach we all have to take at life, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever. But Titus Howard commending coaching staff. You didn't hear that last year on the Chris Strausser. Him saying this is the most work I've got at guard before the season. I absolutely love that. Titus Howard says, we've got a chip on our shoulder, and people underestimate what we're going to be this year. But you know, that's their problem, Howard said. When that first game comes and we come off the ball and hit them in the mouth, they're going to be like, damn, these guys are for real. We've been putting the work in right here, right now, and we're going to continue to put that work in training together. Every day isn't going to be perfect. But I'm telling you, when the game one comes on and they see what the offensive line is about, we're going to be ready. Howard also said he has one word to describe new offensive line coach Cole Popovich. Nasty. Ladies and gentlemen, what I've heard, what I've read in this article, Titus Howard has shown more leadership than the previous 4 or 5 years of Larry Tunsil at left tackle. I'm excited for Titus Howard. I think he is going to have one of his best years. I agree with him. You guys let me know your thoughts and comments down below for more Houston Texans content. You guys know what to do. Feel free and follow me for more. Go Houston. I love you guys. Have a very blessed day.